Don't surrender to Labour, a wartime tone to the Tories' last push for voters, many of them older, with imagery and language normally used for enemies, not opponents. Rishi Sunak began the onslaught last night.
Do not surrender to their tax rises. Do not surrender to our welfare system. Do not surrender. Do not surrender our borders. People should not surrender to this.
He used that word surrender again and again.
Absolutely, stand by that. The Labour Party are broadcasting to the world. The Labour leader is broadcasting to the world that he is reducing the strength and integrity of our border control measures.
It's that word surrender.
Exactly
surrender. When Boris Johnson used it, the Surrender Act, do you remember everybody was saying, tone the language down a bit, it's a bit inflammatory. It's too edgy.
This is such an important issue.
It's worth using inflammatory language.
It is worth being very clear on what is happening here. The Labour Party voted against all our border control measures over 130 times. Keir Starmer has said all immigration legislation is racist, and the byproduct of that action and that language is to basically subcontract border control to criminals and murderers. If that is not a surrender, I have literally no idea what is.
Labour said it was desperate, and there was criticism today of a new Tory ad appearing online, which includes a letter mocked up to look like something official from the taxman, warning of Labour tax rises.
If the governing party thinks it can spoof government brands, it's just stupid, and they should take it down. It is not in the government's long-term interest, whoever is in government, for the branding of the major institutions of state to be impersonated. And so the last people you want doing that are the party of government.
This
Rishi,
is your own shadow chancellor.
If you don't mind, will the welfare bill be hard?
It is funded.
We're going to say both. We've still got lots of topics.
After last night's shouty debate, both party leaders took to quieter recreation. Away from the potter's wheel, a reminder of the challenges that await next week's winner.
Claps don't pay the bills. Claps don't pay the bills.
The 11th strike by junior doctors. One on the picket line in London warned Keir Starmer he must find money to satisfy these workers and more.
All those that have supported union actions over the past 2 years in wages are not gone away, not disappeared, they're going to be there. So there's going to be some very interesting times again ahead of us, and a government that fails to deliver for the poorest people in society will reap the consequences.
What we will do is ensure that on day one we start the discussion with the doctors. We're not going to simply meet their demands, we can't afford that. What we will do is start negotiation to bring these strikes to an end.
Only a week to go before voters decide who should try to solve this dispute and much else besides.